Hi there, in this video we're gonna create a truss model, perform analysis on the model, and view its results. The first step we want to do is to set up the correct system of units. We're gonna use default metric. The next step is to create materials and sections. In this tutorial, we need only one material and two sections. Let's set up the material by using geometry, material. We could modify the default material property as here. But instead we will create a new material called truss. Next we will use geometry sections to create two sections that we need. The next step is to create the geometry. In the last tutorial we used nodes and members spreadsheets under the input data menu. And we could certainly do that here too. However, I'd like to draw the geometry graphically this time. Before that, let's first set up the drawing grid using geometry. Drawing grid. For the X direction, let's set up 4 spans with 3 meter each. For the Y direction, 1 span with 3 meter. Let's zoom extent so we see everything. Also, we want to turn on the annotations so we know what materials and sections will be used when drawing. To do that, let's go to View, Annotate, and turn on the node number. Member section. Member material. Now we can start drawing by using geometry. Draw member, or we could simply click on Draw Members toolbar button. Let's start drawing. We'll right-click now to start from a new location. Right-click. Right-click. So at the end I right-click twice to exit the drawing mode. Let's assign material to all members. Select all members by using Window Select. Or we can press Ctrl+A keys to do the same. Let's assign the materials. And make sure the truss material is the active one. And also make sure assign active material to currently selected members is checked. Here the material truss is assigned to all members as reflected in annotations. Let's assign sections to members. First press the Escape key to deselect everything and then window select the bottom called. Go to Sections. Make sure the bottom section is the active section. Check the Assign Active section to currently selected members and click Apply. Likewise, let's select the rest of the members, and we can do that by using Cross Window Select. The next step is to apply boundary conditions. First press the Escape key to deselect everything. We could use geometry. Supports to assign supports using the so-called noun-verb paradigm in Real 3D. However, here I'd like to show you another way using assign supports. This is an example of verb-noun paradigm in Real 3D where we perform an action then select the nodes and/or elements on which the action is to be applied. Let's first assign a pin support to the bottom left node. Right-click. Then we will assign the roller support with vertical settlements to the bottom middle node. Right-click. We will assign the roller support to the last node. The next step is to apply point loads. We will again use verb-noun paradigm. Press the Escape key to make sure everything is deselected. Let's go to Assign Nodal Loads. Specify load direction and value. The loads we just created are all in load case default. The analysis is performed on load combinations. Let's briefly look at the load cases and load combinations commands. Under the Load menu, here we have one load case called default. Here we see one load combination called default. Which contains load case default with a load factor of 1. Let's make sure the analysis options are set up properly too. For structure model type, we could use 2D frame and then assign moment releases at ends of members, but there is an easier way. We can simply use 2D truss as the model type. And now we are ready to perform a static analysis. The analysis is done. And we can view results. For example, support reactions. We can also view moment and shear diagrams using View. Result diagrams, shear and moment diagrams. Or we can simply click on the V and M diagrams toolbar button. I'm gonna view axial force diagram. That is the end of this video. Thank you for watching.